Okay, I'm about to make whipped cream chocolate frosting that go for German chocolate cake. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2/3 of a cup of heavy whipping cream, and I'm going to add it to my steel bowl that has been in the freezer for about 10 minutes, because you want your bowl to be cold when you do this. You want your bowl to be cold. So now to my whipped cream, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of sugar. Add 1 tablespoon of sugar to my whipped cream. And I'm just going to whip this. I'm going to start whipping it. I'm going to start whipping it. Till it becomes whipped cream. Then I'm going to add another tablespoon of sugar to it. No, actually, no. One tablespoon is good. I don't want it to be too sweet. I'm just alternating between each of my hands, so I get an even workout on each hand. And again, I do everything manually. So I don't have to rely on any type of appliances, and this keeps things a lot simpler to just do things manually. Yeah, it's starting to thicken, starting to become stiff peaks and thicken. So you're starting to become whipped cream. And while I'm doing this, I want to turn my eye on to medium on my stove. Or no, actually, no. I'm not going to turn my eye on yet. Wrong. See, that's becoming whipped cream. Now you don't want to whip it too much because then it'll become butter. See, it's becoming your whipped cream. See, that's your whipped cream. No, yep, it just became your whipped cream. See there? Look how that's your whipped cream, see? Again, you don't want to whip it too much. Because then it'll become butter. All right, that's your whipped cream. See how it doesn't flip it upside down like that, won't come out. It's not going anywhere. That's your whipped cream. That's your whipped cream. So now what you want to do is you want to take 3 egg yolks. 3 egg yolks. Add them to your pot. Add 3 egg yolks to your pot. And then you want to add 1 tablespoon of sugar to your egg yolks. You want to add 1 tablespoon of sugar to your egg yolks. Then you just want to incorporate the egg yolks with the sugar. Incorporate your egg yolks into your sugar. Then you want to put this on medium heat. You want to put that on medium heat. Then you want to add 2/3 of a cup of heavy cream to the egg yolks mixture that you have here. 2/3 of a cup of heavy cream. Yep, 2/3 of a cup of heavy cream to your mixture here. And you want to just keep. You want to stir this, and you want to stir your mixture until it's thick. Mix it in real good. Make sure the heavy cream is incorporated with the egg yolks and the sugar. And what you want to do is you want to heat this up, but you don't want to bring it to a boil. Again, you want to heat it up, but not bring it to a boil. Okay, so now this has thickened. It's not boiling, but it's thick. Just going to test it with my fingers to make sure it's hot. Let it cook on medium for about maybe another 2 minutes or so. Okay, that's thick enough. So now I'm going to remove it from the heat. Because it's hot enough. It's pretty thick. So now I'm going to add 200 grams of dark chocolate chips to it. 200 grams of dark chocolate chips to my mixture. And as you can see, it's a little grainy. It's going to be a little bit grainy. But I'm just going to add it until it's stir it until my chocolate is totally incorporated into my heavy cream. And then I'm going to immediately take my heavy cream and I'm going to add it to my whipped cream. I'm going to take my chocolate heavy cream mixture and I'm going to add it to my heavy cream immediately. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to put this in the freezer for maybe 2 minutes because I was a little hot when I took it out of the... Alright, so ideally you want the chocolate to be thick before you add it to the whipped cream. You want it to be thick. So you want to let it cool for a little bit before you add it to the whipped cream. So I'm just going to put this back in the freezer for just a little bit longer. Just going to put this back in the freezer for a little bit longer. And then it'll be ready. Okay, so I had to leave this. I had to leave my icing in the refrigerator for a few hours. No, I'm sorry, in the freezer. I had to leave it in the freezer for maybe 10 or 15 minutes. But it got thick enough for me to be able to use it. It got thick enough. Okay, so now I'm just using it to decorate my chocolate, my German chocolate cake. Yeah, it's setting pretty well. I may have to just put the cake in the freezer just for maybe a couple minutes just for it to set a little bit more, a little bit better than what it is. But yeah, this came out pretty well. So I'm just going to put the cake in the freezer for a little bit and just let the icing set on it just a little bit. Put the icing in the freezer for a little bit more, and it should set fine. And that's your whipped cream icing.